I'm John Weigelt, Chief Technology Officer for Microsoft here in Canada. It's an exciting time here in Canada. We're experiencing the fourth industrial revolution, and it's all based upon cloud computing and networks, fundamentally changing how we live our lives and how we work. And so this network, this community, is actually connecting up researchers, connecting up schools, connecting up people to seize that opportunity of this fourth industrial revolution. And it's great to be here to share our stories, what we're seeing happening on the innovation trail across Canada, and help people feel comfortable with this new wave of innovation. Anytime that you have computer systems and things of value, there's people that want to take advantage of that. So hackers are looking every day to try to break into networks, take personal information, or just do silly shenanigans. And so we take security very, very seriously. We've had security initiatives since 2002 and really made a big difference in how people secure their environments. And now we're taking that one step further with the cloud. We've built data centers in Quebec City and Toronto, and that really dramatically changes how people use computing resources. And so it's easy to use as plugging in electricity and as safe as to use as that electricity that we've all come to rely upon. People and companies are trying to do the best that they can with what they know, but I think we need to remain vigilant. As we become more secure, the hackers try to find new ways to break into systems. So if we put a bigger lock on the door, they find a bigger battering ram to break down the door. We always need to make sure that we absolutely lock the door though. Sometimes we forget that we leave that door unlocked, and of course, the bad guys and gals can easily break in. I think more and more today, you're seeing different communities work together and share ideas. They are all enabled through technology, so researchers in biochemistry or medicine or in construction, they rely upon technology to do their jobs, and it's important that we reach out to all of them so that they understand how technology can take Canada further, really help our young people and our youth grow and be successful, but then also do it in a secure way. When I look at the networks that we're connected with, they're not the last mile, they're the first mile. It's our doorstep to the world so we can live where we love and project that know-how around the world. And so we need to have those experts understand how they can take the work that they're doing locally and showcase that to everybody. Well, security is a shared responsibility, so it's nothing that one organization can do. And we've recognized that early on, so we have a ton of partnerships. We work with antivirus providers so that we have signatures and we call things the same way. We work with other computer security companies so they can work together and make sure their products work together. And believe it or not, we work with the competition. And so when something happens, we often are able to share lessons learned and experiences. So not just we get the benefit of that, but then when you go to other cloud providers or other solutions providers, we all have that connected knowledge. We also work with governments and educators so that they can help raise our communities and to raise the bar of security across Canada. Security at Microsoft is part of everybody's job responsibility. So the whole company, everybody has to go through mandatory security training, from developers all through to our customer-facing communities. We've recently created new teams to focus on security. We have our Cyber Response Center and our Cyber Crime Center, and they work with governments and other providers in the community to really block some of the most nasty stuff online. So when you think of child exploitation, we really need to put a stop to that. And so we work closely with law enforcement, the RCMP and Sûreté de Quebec here in Canada to block and stop that activity. We take down botnets, so those zombie networks that are out there, we take them down to clear up those environments. So yes, we have dedicated teams, but really it's everybody's responsibility. And I think all your watchers and listeners can take that to heart. Security is part of everybody's job. It's just like safety is part of all our jobs. We need to embrace that and build it into all our solutions. I think when we look at security, we need to teach young people early on that there's rules of good behavior online and how to then protect themselves from that behavior and how to report things. So yes, almost a social norms that need to be established to say, you do this and you don't do that. I've been talking about the cloud for many years with customers across Canada, and the cloud is still a fuzzy understanding across the community. And so what the cloud allows you to do is we bake in all our security within the cloud, and we have our experts that manage the security of the cloud. So when you're a carpenter or a plumber and you connect up to an environment, you get that expertise, all those teams working on your behalf. So you can focus on your passion instead of on the lights that are flashing. Let us do the security for you. But it's taking us some time to get people comfortable with that. And the best example I can share with that is around the banks. When the banks first came out, people were nervous about taking the money from under their mattress and giving it to the banks. Now we're more and more comfortable with the bank safeguarding that money, at least here in Canada. And so the cloud is very much the same thing. Let the experts safeguard your data, and then you can carry on with your normal day-to-day routine. And so if you're researching, Focus on your research and let us do the computing.